And we are playing now on Fortress against Biervampir. And this is a map that Biervampir built, actually. Quite a big map, with a lot of gold on the left and the right side. And I think this is the most interesting game I played in Dungeon Keeper 1 multiplayer. I'm starting with my traditional library as the first room to get a warlock, I hope, as the first creature. And this is also the first time I'm playing this map. I'm getting the warlock as the first creature, so that I'm adding some lair tiles in order to get more creatures. I plan to build a really big treasure room on top of my dungeon, or the bottom, because I flipped the camera. Getting my second warlock, that's pretty great. And I'm going for 8x8 training room. The reason is that
your creatures need a bigger lair. A new spell has been researched.
efficiency of really big rooms is kinda messed up, and with a 8x8 training room you have like 96% efficiency without reinforcing any wall. So the idea is to build a really big training room and to not reinforce the walls, because the room by design is big enough to be very efficient, and if my imps are not reinforcing the walls, that means they are able to reinforce the walls of the library or mining more gold and claiming more ground on the map. But basically I can have training room really efficient by design, and I can start training my creatures as soon as the training room is completely built. Obviously an 8x8 training room is more expensive than a 6x6 one, but you can afford this kind of expense right at the start. Yeah, okay. Misclicking some training room tiles in my library, that's not what I want. And it's because I'm a lot on the efficiency of my rooms. It saved me so much to have really efficient training rooms. It helps you so much during the multiplayer games that, yeah. But for the moment I'm not even able to complete my training room. Not enough gold.
A new spell has been researched. You do not have enough gold. Your creatures need a bigger lair.
Yeah, another downside of having such a big training room is that the spawn rate of the demon spawn slightly increase, because the room requirements of the demon spawn includes the training room, but again, it's manageable, and demon spawn are decent researchers in the early game, so it's okay. I'm training 2 spiders, 2 beetles. The 2 other beetles are going in the library. I quickly need to expand my lair. Yeah.
A new spell has been researched.
Getting a second demon spawn. That's not really great. Now I can attract bile demons. I'm preparing for additional training rooms and libraries. As usual in a twin dungeon, you want to have your key rooms at different spots, far from each other. So I'm aiming for a library on the left side of my portal, and possibly a training room near my second lair on the right. The issue with this such big training room is that it's really exposed. If Biervampir is rushing me, he may enter in the training room because it takes taking a lot of space. getting my first Bile Demon. I have 3 demon spawn, that's quite unlucky, because you can have dragons there, but it seems the game does not want me to have dragon. And having such a big training room, efficient, that allows you to not reinforce its walls is quite interesting on such big maps, because you need your imps to make a lot of distance. So you either have to summon more imps, which is definitely more expensive, or build training treasure rooms everywhere. So having those imps busy digging gold instead of reinforcing my training room is an additional good thing for me. I'm preparing for a big treasure room on the right side of the map. I also have my first dragon, I'm really happy about this. And I have 2 different libraries, so I can put my demon spawn on the left library and my trained warlocks on the right library. I thought about trashing my demon spawns, but because I have 2 libraries at the moment, I can use the research skill of my demon spawn, and I will trash them after that. I'm also preparing for a workshop. The idea might be to get some Reapers later in the game. I'm very rarely playing with Reapers. Actually, this is the first time I'm thinking about really having a Reaper. Because, yeah, Reapers are not that good. I would say they can be handled with Bile Demons, Dragons and Mistresses and some spells. And they cost a lot of gold and they are quite difficult to manage, so I'm not a fan of this creature, but it's still a very powerful creature. Getting my first troll, that's great, I can train it. If you are really quick in research, you can actually get... You get your Bile Demon rather quickly because it's attracted by the first 5 rooms. You can research the workshop really quickly, and it's easy to attract trolls with workshop. And if you already have beetles and spiders, you can sacrifice them to get the mistress, and with the mistress, a Bile Demon and a troll, you get a Reaper, and the Reaper can be quite high level because trolls get the speed at level 5, and the Bile Demons can be trained up to level 5 or 6 really quickly. As I expected, Biervampir breached in my training room, but it's okay. I'm instantly switching my most precious creatures actually, which are the spiders and the beetles, and I'm putting them in my additional second training room, hidden training room, with the troll. And my Bile Demons and Dragons will defend both the rush and will train sitting in the training room. It's okay. I have 5 demon spawns now. I think I will start trashing some because I will probably reach the max amount of creatures. As usual, I'm possessing a Bile Demon to kill some imps and scouting a bit at the same time. But 2 kills was pretty great. I see that Biervampir dropped some dragons to force my creatures to fight instead of training. And he also have some warlocks, but they are just level 2, so I tried to kill them with some gas attacks from my Bile Demons. Yeah, I'm trashing some demon spawns now, hoping to get more interesting creatures. I understand now that because when Biervampir is slapping a dragon like this, that's because he will possess it to spam grenades. So I prepared this, sending parts of my treasure room to put a torture room really quickly That's a bit
A new spell has
a
been
mistake once again to not having a dedicated space for my torture room and my temple, because I'm like building them in every game. I should just take 10 seconds to build two 4x4 or 3x3 areas so that I can just build them as soon as I research them. Getting my second dragon? Yeah, I only had one dragon before, so now I have a second one. That's pretty great. And I'm going to mine the left side of the map. There's a ton of gold there, and I'm keeping some gold tiles near my dungeon, just in case if I have to be on a defensive stance. I can always mine some gold with really few effort, as usual. It's like backup strategy. I'm getting my additional aims really quickly. That's very important to have some safety in your economy. You ensure your mid and late game with a lot of aims, because there's a lot of gold to mine and the map is really great. Big map, and the points of interest are on the left, full left, middle and full right of the map, so you want to have enough aims to do some stuff here and there. The training goes on. I have not a lot of gold because I just summoned a lot of imps and sacrificed a lot. And I will go for my first mistress. Will be a level 5 mistress. This one will be also level 5 mistress. Really close to level 6. And this training room is slightly less efficient, but it's hidden for the moment. I haven't been scouted on this area, so I do not fear any lightning strike or rush or anything.
A new spell has been researched.
And I will go with full gold. I have level 3 to 5 Vile Demons. Just kill us. A fly with no effort. It's pretty great. I won't be bothered by a random fly every 10 seconds. Biervampir scouting with Sight of Evil. My secondary library. And you may find my secondary training room quickly. Killing this invisible imp, his possession. Preparing a treasure room, left side of the map as well, so that I will be really confident. I summoned a little bit too many imps there. I should have sacrificed more. Second troll. Yeah, I'm thinking about reinforcing this training room to make it really more efficient. I hear this call to arms. There is only level 1, level 2 mistress, and I see that he has a level 6 mistress, so he was really quick in getting his mistress. So be it. He has only one mistress, or at least I have seen only one mistress with lightning. And by the time he managed to breach my dungeon really deeper, I will have 2 level 6 mistress, so it's completely okay, and I will have a ton of gold. In 2 minutes I will be like really great in gold. I'm turning the imprisoned mode on. I'm rarely doing this, but I was like, okay, there is a lot of gold, and knowing how Biervampir plays, he will play with a ton of imps, and might be an opportunity to capture a lot of imps to make him summon many imps. That will be more expensive because imps that are KO are not considered as dead, so even if you sacrifice 20 imps in a temple and you have 20 imps that are KO, if you summon even more imps, it will cost you a lot, and you won't really, if you're a bit careless, you won't notice that.
You have tunneled into a new area.
And every gold that is wasted from your opponent is a good thing. Now I have my 2 level 6 mistresses, so I can out-damage the enemy mistress. Yeah, here I tried to use the lightning strike through the combat tab, but I did not manage to make it work. Don't know how it works. I'm never doing that. And here it starts imprisoning some imps. There is just a visual glitch that indicates that the imps are on the blue side, but that's not the case. Just a bug that was fixed a few times after this game. Biervampir is rushing me with a ton of low-level creatures, so I'm wondering if he's not going for graveyard to get vampires. So he's just sacrificing all his creatures. And I saw an imp dragging Mistress corpses on the left, so I'm like, okay, he's definitely going for vampires. And I KO'd a lot of his creatures and imps, so I'm just creating a big mess in the middle of the map. Many corpses, so his imps will go and try to drag these corpses, and many prisoners for me, so my imps will also be on the spot. So it will be continuously a fight there. Biervampir just casted Plague on my creatures, but I did not notice that yet, and it will be quite an issue because lots of creatures are already diseased, and there is a high risk that the disease spreads all across the dungeon. Yeah, I haven't noticed this yet, so it will be a problem. I'm trying to breach on the right side of the map. I noticed that Biervampir captured or opened the left side of the map. So I'm going for the right side. There is a ton of dead and KO'd creatures there. Some creatures are dying because they are hungry. And yeah, there are imps everywhere. It's quite a mess in the middle of the map. And I still haven't noticed the disease. The fight is still going on in the middle of the map. And now I think I noticed the disease when I dropped my Bile Demons. Yep. Or not. No, I did not. I was too focused in trying to breach the right side of the map.
Your minions are winning a battle. Your creatures are attacking the enemy. Your creatures need a bigger
And I managed to kill some dragons. And yeah, here I see that my mistresses are diseased, and I understand that there was some issue. I also lost some Bile Demons, I think. I managed to cure my Bile Demons, but now the plague is everywhere, so it will be quite a problem.
Your minions are winning a battle. Your creatures
and
are
on the
falling
same moment I'm taking the right side of the map. I'm trying to take the temple as well, forcing some fight at the same time to prevent Biervampir to kill my invisible imp, and I'm forcing him to sell the entire temple. No more temple. I haven't cured my mistresses in the temple, so they are still taking damage from the disease, but now I have a foothold. I see that he has at least 2 vampires. I see this with the 2 layers. He's also suiciding a lot of warlocks to get additional corpses, to get more and more vampires. And now I understand that he scouted my second training room, and I'm still not dealing with the plague in my dungeon, which starts to be a really big problem, to be honest. And now I'm healing the mistresses, but it's a bit too late because most of my creatures are taking damage from the plague now, if I remember correctly. I'm going for a lot of imps kills. I will try to take this hatchery as well. I'm also trying to capture the middle of the map, and yeah, here I start to understand that everything is diseased.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy. Your minions are winning a battle.
which is quite an issue. I managed to take the hatchery, to take some kills in the middle of the map, summoning even more imps to really take all the ground there. I see that the training room is really close, so I will try to take it, but it's difficult to... You cannot really use the invisible imps claiming against vampires, because vampires by nature see the invisible creatures. I'm spending a lot of gold to get rid of those vampires, but it's quite useless. If I kill level 3 vampires, they will resurrect with as level 2, so that's a problem. My bile demons are low in HP because they took a lot of damage from the plague that I did not manage properly, and I think I still have diseased creatures in my dungeon. And here I have a lot of space, so I can make best use of my bile demons, creating a lot of AoE. I think I also killed the level 6 mistress from Biervampir a few minutes ago with all my bile demons. And my bile demons are again taking a lot of damage, are diseased, they are also taking lightning strike hits. So I try to heal them while pushing as much as possible with my mistresses in the enemy training room. Vampires are creatures that are really strong, they are really expensive, but they train really quickly before the level 5 or 6, so I really want to stop them from training, and I want as much kills as possible against those vampires. And for that I will try to do the best use of my mistresses. I see that he has level 2 and level 4 mistresses. I'm getting rid of this hatchery. Additional gold, thank you. Creating some AoE because this 5x5 area is quite an area where a lot of creatures are like crossing, so killing a lot of imps if I can keep the control of this path. And I see that my mistresses are once again diseased, so the plague is spreading once again in my dungeon, if it ever stopped. I'm not taking the time to properly deal with the plague. I'm trying to push as much as possible. I do not want Biervampir to have a ton of vampires. And now Biervampir is like spamming lightning strikes, so just retreat. I try to be cautious on where I retreat because he is aware of my second lair. A good move would be to create an additional lair on the left or the right side of the map, somewhere where he never scouted, actually. I'm sacrificing for an additional mistress from a level 7 spider and a level 1 beetle, so that would give a level 5 mistress, I guess. 2 tiles are remaining there, so it's a good opportunity to kill some imps. I tried to summon some imps and make them invisible, but yeah, Biervampir killed them. And really unlucky, I dropped my mistress there, and like half a second before I can heal them, she was killed by the lightning strike. That's the issue when you're not building additional layers. I should have built that. And it annoyed me this much to lose this mistress in half of a second that I decided to go roughly for a Reaper. So now the Reaper is there. I think it's level 6 because I used my level 6 mistress, or level 5 with my highest level Bile Demon and highest level Troll. And here is my additional secret lair, somehow. Putting the Honored Reaper in the temple so that he does not get mad. I'm thinking about scouting and trying to snipe Dungeon Heart being invisible with this Honored Reaper, and I realized that the map is too big, it will take too much time, so I just forget, and now I'm okay. I have a killing machine in my army now, so I will just release it in the middle of everything, and it will one-shot everything, the imps, the low-level warlocks, and it's really... Reapers are really strong against vampires, so it's okay. I can just create an entire mess, and my Honored Reaper will be a really big threat, so here we go. Oh, it's quite a late game match now, 26 minutes, and we are going for Honored Reaper versus Vampires, so that's great. And both of us had lightning mistresses before. Everyone has imprisoned some creatures. There is a graveyard on Biervampir side which is producing a lot of vampires, and on my side I have a disease. Maybe it ended, I don't really know, but I have a lot of gold, so I'm definitely comfortable in my economy. I'm slapping a lot my spider to get it to really low HP, and then I will torture it to death in the torture room. The idea is to get a ghost so that I can put my ghost in the middle of the map and make the invisible imps to flee, because I do not have any vampire, and I will have a ghost because the ghost is seeing invisible creatures by nature. I also triggered a fight with my Call to Arms and my Reaper, and by doing so I forced Biervampir to use chicken on my Reaper, and I managed to get really juicy lightning strike shots on enemy mistresses and vampires, and I think I killed many mistresses, and several vampires went one level down. I have now my ghost, so I can make the invisible imps flee, which is really great, but I have to save the ghost as well to protect it because it's quite vulnerable at level 1. It's just there to ease my fight management and not force me to possess a creature every time I have an invisible imp to deal with. I just drop my ghost and the enemy imp will flee, and that's really great. I noticed that we will probably have a second front or a third front on the top, fully right side of the map. I destroyed this level 2 mistress, and I noticed that my Honored Reaper is diseased, which is bad news because the Honored Reaper just crossed my entire dungeon, so it's a problem. I sniped a creature that Biervampir was possessing, the level 1 creature. He was trying to scout the entire dungeon with this creature, so I just one-shot it with my Honored Reaper. And now we'll just kill a lot of stuff in the middle of the map, many imps. So I'm trying to hold with a Reaper in the middle of the map and a Mistress on the right side of the map. And now I will try to get some kills. I still level 1 Vampire. This is a juicy target. It's like 10 corpses and it just dies and will not resurrect. The bridge is done on the right side of the map. Meanwhile, my Reaper is just doing what he does the best, being really annoying and killing stuff on top of this. That's pretty great. And he's killing mistresses, and he's killing bile demons. And bile demons, level 1 bile demons are afraid of level 6 Reapers, so they are just fleeing, and the Honored Reaper can just get free hits on these bile demons. I'm healing and helping my Honored Reaper, being quite a pain in the ass. Now that my level 6 Reaper is in the enemy training room, good luck with that. He will never die, I will heal it, I will cast Protect Monster on it so that he's more tanky. So I'm fine with this. I'm disrupting the entire training room, so Biervampir can no longer train his creatures, and I see that he's summoning a ton of imps, so it's a good moment for my bile demons to kill a lot of stuff in an instant. And I'm starting an additional fight there. Biervampir tries to defend with low level vampires, but it's not enough. And because he splits his army, my Honored Reaper is able to destroy everyone in 1 versus 1 in the training room. I keep pushing, killing even more imps. And I will put a rally point really close to the enemy
Destroying your rooms. Your
dungeon
creatures
heart,
are under attack.
so that Biervampir is forced to defend his dungeon heart by dropping creatures against my Reaper, which is exactly what I want. And in the meantime I can keep using lightning strikes on enemy groups and heal my Horned Reaper, capturing the training room as well. And once the training room is captured, I will be able to push and deal the final blow. So I'm just waiting for the training room to be captured, and here we go. I'm using Cave-In to make some enemy creatures to leave the fight and let my mistress being free in lightning everything that is left around the dungeon heart.
Your minions are winning a battle.
And that's basically it. Level 8 Mistress, level 6 Dragons and a level 6 Horned Reaper that made a very great work. The good thing was to summon the Horned Reaper after having killed the enemy Lightning Mistresses. And the enemy vampires were not level 6, so they did not have drain and were not tanky enough to be able to deal with the Horned Reaper. Very interesting game. Almost all the creatures were used, heavy creatures I mean. We did not see hounds and skeletons, but the rest of them was on the map. At one moment, used ghosts, used vampires a lot, Horned Reapers. That was really a great game, so yeah.
The gods are pleased with your sacrifice. The gods have rewarded your offerings.
GG.
You have defeated an enemy keeper. You have conquered this realm.